What can be more evil than the cases of people being stranded, people who were formerly rich, well known, well respected back home or in their various countries outside of Nigeria? Yes, because this is not particularly common with Nigerians. No, there are people from other countries, even Pakistanis. They are also complaining. They have people from Kenya, people from different countries stranded in the UK. Some have become homeless, beggars. These are rich people, people who used to respect, or people who were respected. I don't know, people who were seen as the middle class. They are now homeless, begging breads, going in the food banks, all the charities to look for something to hold their stomach. You know, this is a case of the evil that men do against others. It is so pathetic. Before now, they used to blame we bloggers, in quotes, or content creators of revealing too much or talking too much about all this. But currently, those who wear these shoes, they are the ones talking about it, confessing and crying for help, because they know where it pinches them harder than we that are talking about it. Because when I make my videos here, sometimes I am usually blunt to tell people the truth. I've always said, do not pay for COS, do not pay for. But those who felt that they had the money to pay, they want to get away from the hardship in their home countries, especially West Africa, you know, the giant of Africa precisely. Let me not mention them, but if you know, you know. You know, it's quite sad that a lot of middle-class people who sold whatever they had moved to the UK. They are suffering. I feel terrible for those of them who have children. Now, when you come to the comment section of most of our videos, you would see some comments as this. My sponsor told me there is no job for me after the process. I have not been working since 5 months now. In my case, even the COS was not given out to me. I am frustrated. I don't understand this. How did you not get the COS? And how did you even go to apply for your visa? Hence, you were not issued of COS. See, if you are in the UK on a skilled worker visa, you know that before ever you go to apply for your visa, you need that number. That's the COS, Certificate of Sponsorship, for you to take to the embassy. In fact, that's what you need to apply for your visa. So what exactly is this person talking about? How did you move to the UK? I mean, my sponsor told me, yeah, your sponsor, that there is no job after the process, that you've not been working since 5 months now. This person is already in the UK. In his case or her case, even the COS was not given out to her. I don't understand this. How did you arrive the UK? Hello? Because this is not clear to me. You know, another question. Can I work full-time for an employer who did not sponsor my visa if the employer who sponsored me has no job? Hey God, how can somebody sponsor somebody to come to the UK on a skilled worker visa with the salary, especially the healthcare visa, whereby a carer is expected to be earning 24,500 or thereabout before you can, you know, sponsor someone to come to the UK? What are people saying? This is just something very scary. Next question, please. How can I get another healthcare sponsorship? I'm in the UK but would like to get another COS. I will be coming to this possibly in my next video, so check out for that. Now, another person asked this question. How can one change COS, please? Is it possible or are we doomed? I will come to this. Another question followed. I would also love to know how to get this COS. Okay, next person. One told me to pay £12,000 for COS without a job. That the one with job is 4,500. How can one pay £12,000 just to move to the UK and the COS promised would have no job? COS without a job, £12,000, and the one with a job, 14,500. This is not laughable because these people are suffering. I can put on the video of one of these people interviewed by, or set of these people interviewed by Sky News. Just watch and see.
Now we can reveal how people who thought they were coming here to work are falling destitute. Most are reluctant to talk. They feel despair at their predicament. This woman, who we're calling Blessing, hasn't been given any shifts by the company which sponsored her since she arrived 3 months ago.
I've always provided for myself. I'm a very hardworking, diligent person. So for me to be here, depending on people to eat, you know, coming to the food bank to get food, isn't quite okay with me. It makes me feel I'm less of a person, a human. I should be in the position of helping, not the receiving end, because this is not who I was back in my country.
Blessing told us she paid an agent in Nigeria £10,000 to arrange a full-time job as a carer on a skilled worker visa.
So you see, that was the video of a Nigerian woman who was probably, like she just stated, that she used to be a giver back home. But now, you checked where they found her. Sky News, they found her. Probably the founder of that food bank, that is a Nigerian, also invited those Sky News people to come and cover them. Yes, because she could not keep up with the demands from set of Nigerians who are stranded. And the most worrying thing is to think that this set of people came into the UK with work visas. You know what it means to be in a country with a work visa, yet they have not been working for a couple of months. Probably she has to invite the Sky News to come and interview these people, hear from them, and see if there is any way she could render help, or the UK government would render help to solve this problem of people trooping around the streets. Some are homeless, just like in the video. Some are just looking for something to eat, not even where to sleep. You know, and Blessing claims she paid 14,000 to whomever that brought her to the UK. And another lady also claims she paid 10,000. You know, different instances, just like you heard in that video. And from that video, that was just in Rochdale. Rochdale is in Greater Manchester, and Greater Manchester has 10 boroughs. Like I've made a video about 10 cheapest places to live in Manchester. 10 boroughs. Rochdale is just one place in Manchester. Think about how many number of immigrants suffering in different locations in the UK. Manchester is one, Liverpool, this place where we are, and so many other places who are stranded in search of how to start getting a means of livelihood. You know, you can also listen to the next man who said he sold all his property back home in Nigeria. Probably he's here with his family, unfortunately. There is no job for him.
We're calling this couple Joyce and Alan. They say they also paid an agent in Nigeria £10,000 to arrange employment for Joyce as a carer.
I've been cheated. It has not been easy. I have to sell my car, sell my property, got a loan, took a lot of risk to raise up the money.
How difficult is it to transfer to another company, to get sponsored by somebody else?
It's very difficult because most jobs you want to get, they'll first of all tell you that actually you've got this offer from somewhere else, so maybe you should go back to that place to get you a job. That's what they always say. We are begging the government if they can look into it.
And this person who was able to afford such amount of money to move to the UK is certainly not a poor person in Nigeria. Yes, we all know this. A poor man on the street of Nigeria hustling will not be able to raise £1,000. Talk more of 10,000 to 14,000 pounds. They quit their job, they sold their house, they sold their property. Just like that man stated, here in the UK, become homeless, destitute, beggars, all of a sudden, something you were never in your home country. So if you had listened to the woman on the Sky News, she stated that 40,000 healthcare assistant visas were issued to immigrants to come in here. And just this very year, I'm not talking about last year, and a lot of these people are just hovering around the street. Yes, I was going to Middlesbrough the other day. I saw people queuing. A lot of black people. What are they doing there? Is food bank. They want to collect food. This is something that they wouldn't, people in my country wouldn't do, especially if you are earning salary of about 80,000 in a month. Yes, 80,000 is how much? Hey, let me not convert it so that people wouldn't know. You know, they are comfortable a bit, relatively comfortable, especially if you're driving a car, you live in a flat. So but coming here to see people like that, begging, queuing, oh God. Those who move to Obodo-Oyibo, who move to overseas from Africa, they are relatively wealthy people, not just the poor. Yes. So just understand me better where my anger is. Let's go on to some of this. People are also writing in my comment section. Does this company my cousin paid £10,000 to enter UK? 4 months now, no work. They have seized their license and have given staff 60 days to find another COS. It's terrible, honestly. She puts many people and pregnant women in same house without job. This is a case whereby a sponsor brought in people into the UK and promised them accommodation and everything, and then jam-packed them. Imagine pregnant women and other people staying in the same house with no work. I don't know what people think when they perpetrate this evil. How do you collect money from people only to bring them here? Guys, if you are looking for a job, please Track job, that is the best place to find NHS job. I know a lot of people who move into the UK who have come to work here. Now, something I want to make clear is this. In your COS, once you are given a COS, it has the start date of your work and the end date of your work. I mean, when you will be starting and when you will be finishing. I have somebody who is meant to start work on the 5th of September. Yes, she's still in Nigeria. She just applied. You know, she's been told when she will be starting work here at the hospital close by because she has an official job. And once she arrives the UK, she would quickly go to the hospital, report herself, start her registration and all what have you, look for an accommodation and start staying. This is how it should be. This is what it means to get a skilled worker's job from overseas. It's not when you come, they put you in one apartment and begin to do training or begin to promise you heaven on earth and all what have you. I mean, it's crazy what is. There are a lot of stories, a lot of encounters that I can't just start talking about here. So people would come in here, it takes them about 2 months to get what is called BRP, something you are meant to get within your first week or 10 days you have arrived the UK. It takes some people a longer time to get. It's something baffling, to be honest. I have also had to advise one of these people, you know, that also talked to me about her situation. I had to ask her to take up voluntary work to see if she could actually switch her sponsorship, you know. But she said she's been trying because she wanted that healthcare assistant job. Her family is still in Nigeria and she's been here over 6 months now. You can imagine the stress. Somebody who has family, you know, thanks goodness she did not move with her children. So she's trying to see if there's a way she could switch her sponsorship. But sometimes it is difficult. Yes. Why is it difficult in a way? Though I'll be coming up with a video about that. So watch out for my next video after this one. But then, if there is anything you can be doing, especially pay as you go. What I mean by pay as you go, any job that you could do, you could get paid cash at hand. Just look for it and start doing it. All this factory, though they are being checked these days because of what is on ground. I think the UK government should do something. Apprehend all these sponsors that are scammers. This is what I see. Just like the Sky News tag them, they are all scammers. Because you can't just promise people that there are jobs in the UK. There are jobs indeed, but don't take their money. You bring them over to this place and you wouldn't provide them with those jobs you promised. That is so wrong a thing to do. They have turned this to business, making money, making people dry, promising them jobs that they don't have access to, which is very bad. The government should really, I think, this is why they might want to call off this visa, to be honest, because it's not where they plan for it that is happening now, and it's really tarnishing the image of this country's all right, so this is where I will be ending this video. But if you are watching this content and you are concerned, worried if you can get a different sponsor, just like the questions in some of the comment section, if it is possible to change sponsorship in the UK, you are looking for a chance or an opportunity to switch, is that possible? Just watch out for my next video on this. Let's talk about this. I wish you guys all the best, hoping that you find solution to your situation, because it's heartbreaking seeing families, especially the ones with children, even single people. It is not easy, especially when you cannot go back, when you have sold everything you have back home, quit from your apartment, told your parents, your loved ones, you are going to Obodo to work hard and make money, and all of a sudden you are here. You suddenly became a beggar. Your state in the UK, your current state in the UK is now worst compared to what it used to be. In back home, you were living big, but now squatting with your family. Let me not continue going on and on. Thank you for watching. Like this video, subscribe, and keep going.